you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. Yes, I'm hurt, yes, I'm dead. Most things that I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you change.
Hey you guys, welcome back to Taylor XO, or welcome to Taylor XO if you're a new subscriber. So y'all know it's been a couple of days since I posted, and for the ones who constantly comment and say that I'm obsessed and I can't go a day without talking about this girl, y'all know I always take my breaks, y'all. I am not pressed every day to come up on here and talk about this girl's every move. It is what it is. Sometimes when I do decide to come up on here, I will talk my little stuff. Y'all know how I do. But for y'all who always say, and her mods and her subscribers or whoever thinks that I am so obsessed with this girl that I have to come up here and make a video every single day, it's just not needed. I just don't even want to speak on this girl every day, just because a lot of the stuff that is talked about is just the same old repetitive stuff that this girl does all the darn time. I mean, it's old and repetitive, but you always can come on here and talk some stuff on these mommies, because they're always up to something new, something trifling. Just it is what it is. But new baby, trifling as all hell. But so let's just get into this video, because y'all know Jazzy has been having the time of her life over there with Chris. He's finally home for a weekend, and y'all know that obviously homeboy doesn't be home the way that she says, because sis has managed to show every single picture, every outing that they have done since he's been there, since Thursday, I think he's been home since Thursday. So since then, we have seen every single thing that they have done. She loves to have this little family thing going on, in which, we understand that, she has this favoritism with Legend. She just wants it to be Legend and Chris, and we've said that a repeated amount of times, and we know that Jazzy is who she is, and whoever the man is in the home, whatever man is in the home, that's who whatever child gets treated best. So we've seen over time that this whole thing with Legend has been going on with the favoritism, and now that the Davis four are gone for the summer and Jazzy is just sitting up in the house with Legend, y'all know that Legend has been enjoying a bunch of food outings and getting treated to parks, these extravagant parks, not the neighborhood parks, and Jazzy's been taking them to the pool and the stores, grocery shopping, and it's like he's been having the time of his life over there. But then the Davis four come over, and we see this simple little park outing. She claimed that she was supposed to take the kids to the movies this past weekend when they came over for the weekend, but she ended up not taking them, and like I said, just took them to a simple park outing. You all will see that in the clip. But let's get into this, this whole thing about Legend, because y'all know that Chris seems to be this type dude that tries to portray that he has his children and nice things, and people are jealous of him, and they're constantly jealous of this, constantly jealous of that. And he goes on an outing, taking out his son and going out with Jazzy, and the little boy is dressed like he was just thrown together. I mean, for the most part, every single outfit that we've seen Legend have on has been a hand-me-down. Now, I mean, that is his little brother. Nothing wrong with that. But when you have a man that comes on here and try to portray that, he's doing this and he's doing that, and he's, only having his son wear Jordans and not Skechers, you kind of expect a little bit more. But Chris seems to just not really care too much. And we know Jazzy, as long as, a child has some type of clothing on, she doesn't care what it looks like. And she doesn't care to ever throw together something nice, a presentable out for her kids to wear. So, it's just crazy how Chris supposedly cuts hair, and, he keeps himself somewhat nice, with a fresh shirt, or, some basketball shorts or some shorts, and, clean shoes. It just is so crazy how, he takes his son out, and gladly he's, dressed presentably, and yet his son is just dressed horribly, and he works all this overtime. It's just like, sis, he is only really obligated to take care of one child over there, because he doesn't take care of the other three. So it's just like, come on, the math isn't mathing, and Jazzy knows it low key, but she still puts Legend in these hand-me-downs, and She claimed that she threw Aiden's clothes away, and obviously that was probably just to have people think that when he does wear the clothes that they're not Aiden's. But obviously people have been going back and looking in the old videos of Aiden, and almost every outfit that Legend has had on they found in a video back then when Aiden was little. So Chris, that really falls on you, because as a father, you have a son. You would think that you will want your son to look extra presentable. You're wearing Jordans, your son should be wearing Jordans, but it just seems as though Chris is only concerned about his truck and what he puts on his feet and what he puts on his thick BBL looking self. And Chris is the type too to where I don't really think he's around Legend much or Jazzy much, so he probably could care less what Legend wears around. But at the end of the day, if you are taking these trips out here and there, to see your son, and you're going out to eat with them here and there, you should probably want to match the presentable look to your son also, not just you. And again, Jazzy won't say anything. She'll just go out, continue to be the dummy, and cover up for him, or at least try to. But we know by going back in vlogs, we know what is what and what Aiden was wearing back then. So after this doctor's appointment, because I guess magically Chris was able to take off 4 days in a row and able to make the doctor's appointment for Legend and go to the park and go out to eat. And it's crazy how she's able to always manage to go out to eat with Legend, but when her other 4 kids are there, we never ever see her take her kids out, except for if it's McDonald's or something. So of course they had to order 20 wings each. And it's like, it seems like I don't know if Chris doesn't like her cooking. Obviously we know he doesn't, but every single time he is there, we obviously know, because they're out to eat every single day, 3 times a day it looks like. So obviously we knew that Jazzy had to go and cater to him and eat out and probably fund it for him and eat out and be all extra with 20 wings or the tacos and the same old. Y'all know that's the only way that they can bond together or withstand each other's when they're eating or just drinking alcohol, getting drunk. And it's sad and it's weird, but at the same time she accepts it. So hey sis, that's on you. And at this point, I just think people are just trying to crack this whole thing of how she tries to portray that he's there on a consistent basis, but we know that homeboy is not there, and he may take his couple days off and stop over there, but we know on a consistent basis, I strongly believe that he is not there. But let's get into this clip with them at the restaurant, and then we'll get into the rest of the video.
Fries. We got some fried pickles and strawberry margarita. You good? The bug got his Roni. Got some wings. Excuse me, man. This looks so.
So y'all, she included in the video this haul of where she went to Sam's Club. Now, she didn't include the haul, but she did say that she did a haul for it. And people have been saying for the longest that she does give food stamps. If y'all watch her videos, it's been on a consistent basis for months and months that she only does her hauls in the beginning of the month. And she always claims that she does not get food stamps, and she swears on it. And she goes so hard to prove that she doesn't, but in fact, we do know that she does, because sis, you're only getting food on the first of the month, and we don't really see too much grocery shopping or any more bulk grocery shopping till the beginning of the next month. So, obviously you do. And she tries to say she doesn't because she doesn't want people to, I guess, find out that her and Chris just eat up all the kids' food stamps, and the kids rarely get to eat any of it, because y'all know when the kids are there, they're frying up food at night when the kids go to bed, or the kids just aren't really allowed to freely eat snacks. And she makes sure that she hawks the kitchen like a hawk when those kids are in there trying to get some snacks. And she proceeded to say how they bought a bunch of meat. They went to the meat market and, you know, just taking these kids' food stamps, just racking up on meat so he can just come over and cook it when he wants. And, you know, again, it goes all to him. And, you know, she made sure she bought Legend his name brand snacks. Y'all know that for a while she always bought the 4 kids the off-brand snacks. And now that Legend eats the real food, she always buys the name brand snacks. You know, another thing of how she just shows so much you know, favoritism and tries to make it seem like she could care less about the other Davis 4. And, you know, at the end of the day, this favoritism thing with Legend is always going to be until Chris, you know, goes and ends up leaving. And, you know, I don't really think that Jazzy she realizes it because she sees people say it. She sees people say everything else, so we know that she sees people saying how she treats Legend, but she hasn't changed how she treats, you know, all the 5 kids, and it is what it is. But as people always say, you know, the 4 kids are going to hold a grudge towards Legend because, you know, they're going to go back and see that things only started to get better when Legend came in the picture because, you know, his dad was around and with Jazzy and Philip wasn't with Jazzy, and it's sad, but, you know, it is what it is. But so I'm going to include the clip, y'all, because I wanted to show y'all how she made sure that she stacked up for the summer for Legend and her to lay in bed and eat snacks all day together. But y'all know that when the 4 kids are there, you know, her hauls are not like this, and they definitely aren't name brand like they're definitely not off brand like she used to always show. So let's get into this clip and then we'll wrap the video up.
I can't tell how hot I am. I'm like sweating. I got all the groceries in. I'm about to film a grocery haul. Like I said, go over to my Jazz Up Life and subscribe so y'all can see the grocery haul.
So y'all seen that, and obviously, like we all know, the food will be gone within a matter of days, especially if Chris hangs around, and her and Legend will eat it all up. And then when the 4 come on the weekend to eat, there will be no food, and they'll have to figure it out while she probably goes right back out on Monday and buys more food for her and Legend. And that's just how the pattern will be all summer until the kids come back, and then she'll just be back to buying, you know, the less food that she usually buys. So I wanted to get into one more clip because towards the end of the video, I know multiple people were talking about it. And not only does she show, you know, this type favoritism with Legend, but she also just allows this boy to hit on the kids. I've seen in multiple lives where she allows him to hit on the kids. She doesn't correct him. He hits her and she doesn't correct him. I mean, she just barely corrected him on the live that she was on the other day, you know, when he was smacking her in the face. But this little boy started cussing at the park. Now, I know a couple people said, oh, he wasn't cussing, you know, it wasn't a cuss word because he can't even say other words. But people rewinded it back, and I rewinded it back too, and it clearly sounded like he was cussing. And, you know, y'all know if this was Aiden, she'd have been beating his butt, had him already dragged in the car and tore up. But since it was Legend, she made it cute almost that this boy was at the park cussing. Like, sis, teach your child something else besides a cuss word. He's what, 1.5? I mean, that shouldn't be the only word that this boy knows at 1.5 years old, is to be sitting there cussing like that. And, you know, like I said, that's just how Jazzy always is with Legend. And I feel like that's just how it's always going to be. You know, Legend can do no wrong in her eyes, but the other 4, it'll always be, they have to be reprimanded for every single thing that they do. But let's get into this clip and then we will, I keep saying we'll wrap it up, but we will wrap this video up because y'all, I just was finding so many messed up things in this vlog. And I'm just like, wow, this girl really does not care what she posts. And like we all say at this point, she purposely does these things so reactors can talk about it and post about it. So let's get into this clip.
Oh shit. Yeah. Legend likes to cuss. Badass.
What's up with y'all?
So y'all, that was the wrap up to this video. But again, y'all, you know, the summer's gonna get crazier and crazier because y'all know that Jazzy is gonna eventually manage to do something that gets the reactors talking again. Y'all know that she will bring Chris back again, and it'll be something. You know, now that she decided to show him again, she will be showing him once again when he decides to roll back up, and you know, they do their daily outing where he goes to use her for his little steak meal that he wants to get. But y'all comment down below what y'all think about this whole, you know, Legend just being there for the summer and her just spending all the food stamps on Legend and taking him out to all the food outings while the four come and they just get the basic park outing and, you know, get sent right back home. And, you know, she takes Legend to the pool while she tells the other four that she can never take them to the pool because she don't feel like doing their hair. Like, sis, he has the same hair as the other four. So, you know, if it's too hard to do the other four's hair, then it should be too hard to do Legend's hair also, because, again, they all have the same texture and same hair. So, again, y'all, comment down below what y'all think. I love hearing you guys' thoughts and opinions. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for another one.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different.